He's given a chance to do a lot of good. His name is T.I. And T.I. is doing good. Yes, he made a mistake. And he stand up like a man to deal with his mistake. But let me tell you something. There's one thing to make a mistake and fall. But just because you fall, you don't have to lay there. Real men fall and get back up. I don't know who's supposed to do it, but I'm gangster. It's my house. I bring you our brother, T.I.
Thank you, Reverend Al, Mr. Sharpton. Thank you, Kevin Lyles. Thank you to the I Love My Life Foundation. Thank you, Harlem. First of all, you know, as I say thank you to you all, I also feel like I owe some of you, some of us, an apology. I owe us an apology because the same violence, the same gun activity that I'm standing right here in front of you today in an attempt to stop, I once was a part of it, and I once played a huge part of promoting. And now a lot of people who out there, you know, a lot of people do it as a fashion statement, you know. For me, it was more so a way of life, because that was the lifestyle that I was raised in. That was the lifestyle. You know, a lot of kids played, LeBron James played basketball. You know what I'm saying? Walter Payton played football. I carried guns and slung dope as a 13, 14, 15-year-old. So that's why I feel like I owe you guys an apology, but I feel like all of the experiences that I gathered in that time is exactly the tools that I need to be able to get out here and reach the people who are now doing what I used to do. You know, I remember being in school and seeing, you know, straight-laced white men in their nice suits, and, you know, they walk into the auditorium and they speak about business and this, that, and the other. And I was the one in the back cracking jokes and getting put out of the event, because, you know, that man can't relate to me and I can't relate to him. He's not speaking to me. As Reverend Sharpton said, he's speaking at me. So, you know, there's nothing, you know, there's no communication between the two of us. But I know what it's like. I've come into Harlem, I went to Brooklyn, I went to Queens, I went to the Bronx, I've spoke at schools before, and I don't get that reaction. These kids know that I live the life they now living. These kids know that if I, you know, that I've seen the likely outcome of their mistakes. They know that I've caught cases, I've been to jail, I've had attempts made on my life, and I'm still standing. I've learned from it. I have the experience that living this life of crime, that I know where they're headed, and I can tell them. And they'll listen to me because they know that it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who think that I'm talking just to hear myself talk, when you leave here and get to a computer, Google Clifford Harris. My record is public record, you know. Now that I'm T.I., there's nothing I can do to hide my past. But I'm not ashamed of my past. I embrace my past, because the same thing that you may frown upon in my past is the same thing that will make me proud when I'm able to turn your sons, your daughters, your cousins, your nieces, your nephews. When I'm able to save their lives, I will then be able to be proud of my past. So all the things that I've gone through, it made me who I am today. I don't have to be ashamed. Now, the one thing that I can say, it pains me to see mothers in a position right now where they've lost the center of their world. They've lost all that they feel that God has given them. But I'm telling you today, if God is good like I know he's good, everything that has been taken away will be given back 100 times. I assure you, I promise you. I was placed in a position when I was at the height of my success. The very people who I made music to help inspire and encourage turned around and made an attempt on my life. You know, I had about 50 bullets sent to me. By the grace of God, none of them hit me. But my best friend in the world, the person who I have known since before I was T.I., who I grew up with, we were sharing dreams back and forth at 5, 6, 7 years old. Falant Johnson was taken away from me. And I was so hurt at the loss of his life that I didn't even take knowledge of the fact that I still had mine. You know, I had to deliver the news back to a hurt mom that your son left with me, but it's because of me that he ain't coming back. You see, so a lot of times when we pick up guns and we point guns and we shoot guns, we only understand what is going on between the person that has the gun and the person that's being shot at. We don't understand the pain that goes on with mothers and fathers and sisters and brothers. There are households being destroyed. You're not just killing a man, you're killing a family. You know, but just like we can destroy, we can rebuild. And that's what I'm here to do. So I appreciate your time, your efforts, your attention, and you know, whatever it is, whatever God has in store for me in this next year and a day, I'm sure he's giving me everything I need to get through it. And when I get back, because I will be back. And when I get back, you know, you're going to see me standing stronger, smarter, wiser, richer. And I'm going to be singing the same song. So I appreciate everybody's, all your love. But, you know, I need you to get the same attention. I need you to get the same understanding to the people out here in the streets that you know, where the blood is being shed.
If you know about history, you know that first they tried to get the black people killed by slavery. Then they put the people with the Ku Klux Klans. When then that didn't work, they brought in the drugs. Then now they have these kids going to Virginia, getting off all them damn guns, and they're not killing off the white people or anything. They're killing off each other. They better wake up and see and smell the coffee.
Now you lucky to be alive. Just think it all started. You fussing with 3 guys. Know your pride in the way, but your pride is the way you can walk around, get shot down today. Die every day, all over bullshit. Dope money, dice games, ordinary hood shit. Could this be because of hip-hop music? Or did the ones with the good sense not use it? Usually don't know what to do when they're back against the wall, so they just